Though Paul was born in Tarsus, he claims to have been brought up in Jerusalem and also claims to be educated under Gamaliel in strict manner of law, according to Acts chapter 22, verse 3. With such a background, were the Gentiles and Gentile Christians be able to identify with the religious discourse of Paul, which was strongly saturated with references to the Jewish laws? And his second question is, how do you think Paul harmonized his teachings with both Jews and Gentiles gathered together at a location, say Jerusalem, to hear him?
Pastor, I will club both the questions together and give one answer. Paul, because he was born in between multiple cultures, okay, he was able to cater to different crowds at the same time. Why? Because he had the thinking categories of both the groups. Culturally and linguistically, what is received, he had both. So Paul was a Jew, definitely. But when he spoke to them, he used his Old Testament understanding, knowledge, and all those things. But when he spoke to the Gentiles, he, incarnated the Old Testament understanding within the cultural context, political context, and religious context of his Gentile audience. So he used Old Testament understanding, but he spoke in a way that is understandable to his Gentile audience. And that is possible with Paul because Paul is well familiar with the Greek culture. So he's able to use even illustrations from market in order to explain, the idea that he wanted to communicate. But the essence of the idea may be coming from the Old Testament. And he uses that. So he was able to speak to both. Now, when he wrote letters, if the church was having dominantly Jewish population, for example, Romans or such, he uses more direct citations from the Old Testament. But very unique is Philippians. It is highly disputed how many places Paul, if at all he quotes Old Testament, what are those quotations? Scholars debate, heavily they debate. Some of them say it's only alluding to something from the Old Testament. You know why? Because we do not have evidence till date, clear-cut evidence that Philippi had a good Jewish population settled there. So if that was the case, the Philippian church was primarily Gentile church. Okay? But Paul is a Jew, so he speaks from his Jewish background, but he understands that these are Gentiles who may not get completely like if he writes about Romans and Galatians sort of a thing. So what he does, he avoids all the direct citations, but speaks the same language as understandable to the Gentiles. So if you take his understanding and go to the Old Testament, if you know the Old Testament, you will hear Old Testament echoes. Like Richard Hayes would say, you will hear echoes from the Old Testament. Okay, because you know it. But a Gentile will still be able to understand Paul's heart and mind by reading Philippians without knowing the Old Testament, because he connects with them in such a way where some of the Old Testament emphasis may be lost, but message will be still communicated. So I think he was able to address both the groups equally because of his unique location.